Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 live on Channels Television. A quick reminder of our top stories now. Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, insists that elections will hold as scheduled, rules out any plans to postpone polls. National Peace Commission cautions politicians against inciting comments as United States vows to hold politicians to account for their actions during the elections. Gale of adoptions and last-minute alliances, the Social Democratic Party, the SDP, adopts President Muhammadu Buhari as candidate, while a faction of the Red Cap movement endorses Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party for its presidential elections. And 6 persons killed by gas explosion in South Africa's abandoned coal mine in Middelburg, while about 20 others are still trapped. ChannelsTV.com has more information for you, and on YouTube.com/channelsweb you can watch our videos. You can also watch us on your mobile device via your browser or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. Besides giving you access to news and updates on the go, the Channels TV and Channels 24 app have an eyewitness feature that you can use to share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. Well, here are some of the pictures that you sent to our eyewitness portal. This first set of pictures from Ijagemo community in Iba local council development area in Lagos State shows the state of the road, which our eyewitness reporter says is the only link road to the community. He's calling on the state government to fix it. Still in Lagos, though, is this photo showing the deplorable state of the Lagos-Badagry Expressway. Our eyewitness reporter laments the trouble commuters go through on the road. He's asking the government to intervene speedily as tankers and containers fall very often, causing accidents. And also coming from Lagos State is this image of an overloaded vehicle around the tollgate axis of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. According to our eyewitness reporter, this act is dangerous to the people involved and to other road users. He's calling on the agencies responsible to put a stop to it. We do sincerely thank you for sending in those pictures, as we asked that you keep them coming. The main opposition People's Democratic Party, the PDP, took its presidential campaign to the home state of President Muhammadu Buhari, Katsina, today. The presidential candidate of the party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, told the crowd of party supporters at the Karkanda Stadium in the state capital to vote in the PDP in order to reposition Nigeria and make the nation work again. He also promised to create jobs for the unemployed and ensure the ease of doing business in the country. On the sidelines of the campaign proper, the presidential candidate of the party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, and the national leader of the party made a stop at the palace of the Emir of Daura to pay homage and ask for his blessings ahead of the polls. And while the PDP presidential candidate campaign in the home state of the president in Katsina was on the way, the All Progressives Congress also pulled together a crowd of supporters in the home state of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in Yola, the Adamawa state capital. But first, the campaign trail stopped in Jalingo, the Taraba state capital, where the campaign rally ended on a sad, tragic note following a stampede at the venue where 3 people died and several others were injured. The party says that it is regrettable, the loss of lives, and commiserates with the families of the victims. The campaigns in Jalingo over the APC presidential campaign trail moved to Yola, where the president promised to continue with the key promises made by his government in 2015 if re-elected.
The All Progressives Congress is in Yola, the Adamawa state capital, in continuation of its tour of states in Nigeria to canvass for votes. Supporters thronged the Ribadu Square as early as 8 a.m. to catch a glimpse of President Muhammadu Buhari and to listen to him speak on his plans for Adamawa people. The national chairman of the APC, Adams Oshiomhole, who danced to the admiration of the crowd, describes the support for the president in Adamawa as overwhelming.
What is your pedigree? What is your track record? And that is where President Muhammadu Buhari is different. He's a man of honor, a man of integrity, a man that is respected, and nobody can call him a thief.
Governor Mohammed Jibrila, who is handed the party flag, uses the opportunity to announce more endorsement for the president. It is time for the president to address the crowd, and these are his promises. Earlier in the day, the president was also in Taraba State, where he reiterated his unwavering desire towards fighting corruption and insecurity to a standstill. 3 people, however, died in a stampede at the arena as a result of the overwhelming crowd.
The Zamfara state government has promised that the next 4 years will see a significant advancement in the state education sector. The state governor, Abdulaziz Yari, gave this assurance during the All Progressives Congress campaign rally in Maradun, local government area of the state, on the 5th day of rallies held in the state. Our correspondent Gloria Mezweke reports.
Truckloads of supporters joined the train on day 5 of rallies led by the governor, Abdulaziz Yari, and governorship candidate, Pt.2 Idris. The crowd went agog as the governor's motorcade drove through communities in Maradun local government area, home to nearly 500,000 people. First point of stop is the palace of the Emir of Maradun, Alhaji Garba Tambari. There's more jubilation at the campaign ground as supporters wave eagerly. The party's candidate for the Zamfara West Senatorial District, Abdulaziz Yari, and governorship candidate, Pt.2 Idris, has certainly made no bones about what the next administration plans to do to take the people to the next level.
Ayyukan da aka yi alƙawari a cikin wannan yanki na wannan masarauta, Allah madaukakin sarki ya taimake mu kashi 85 bisa 100 an cika. Abin da ya rage insha Allahu ana nan kan hanya, kuma sababbi wanda zai dauka daga gare ni insha Allahu zai ci gaba ga inda muka je in Allah ya yarda.
Muna ƙara amfani da wannan dama, muna jajanta ma 'yan uwanmu waɗanda suka rasa 'yan uwansu a bisa sanadin wannan ta'addanci da ke addaban wannan local government din. Allah ya ƙara tsare muna wurin mu, Allah ya ƙara ba mu lafiya da zaman lafiya. Waɗanda ke da hannu cikin wannan abu, Allah ya ci gaba da tona asirin su, Allah ya taimaka ma sojojin mu wurin wannan yaki da ake da ta'addanci.
The Emir of Bakura, Bello Mohammed Sani, equally welcomes his guests as they pay homage. Expectations seem high as the campaign progresses, with the governor promising that achievements made so far will be consolidated upon in the next 4 years. From Zamfara State, Gloria Umezuke, Channels Television News.
More stories now. The Anambra State Governor, Mr. Willie Obiano, is insisting that the Apex Igbo Social Cultural Group, Ohanaeze Ndigbo, should not have endorsed any presidential candidate. Governor Obiano was speaking when he received a delegation of the group from Lagos. Says that the group's justification of adopting Atiku Abubakar because of his running mate is not tenable, since there's another presidential candidate from the southeast.
The arrival of Governor Willie Obiano into the Governor's Lodge in Oka, the Anambra State capital, kickstarts the meeting between him and members of the Lagos chapter of Ohanaeze Ndigbo.
As they're talking about the Muslim, nobody knows that There's a library there.
Without wasting any time, the leader of the group, Mr. Nnamdi Nwigwe, told Governor Obiano the reason for the visit.
I can't stop thanking this president.
Addressing the delegation, Governor Obiano wonders why the group chose to fix its meeting on the same day the president was in the state to honor the late Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe.
The Ohanese, as far as I'm concerned, are not divided. We only made our point very clear. Why put your meeting the day Zik was being honored by the federal government? A project that started 23 years ago, finished by this administration. Why did you put your meeting that day when you were properly invited? Question number one. That's a friendly question. There's something antagonistic about this question, and that's the correct position.
The governor also reiterates the fact that he has a very high regard for the organization and urges them to avoid actions that can undermine its integrity.
You came here for a purpose. Was the mission finished? You go and see it. True, is there work going on Second Niger Bridge? Was 30 million paid? You go and see it. They will tell you. These are what we are saying. And then you go back and tell your people that that's the correct situation.
At the end of it all, both Governor Obiano and his guests resolved to continue to work for the overall interest of the Igbo nation within the ambit of the laws of the nation.
In furtherance of its desire to win the general elections, the All Progressives Congress in Akwa Ibom State has taken its campaign to Ikoropene and Obotakara, local government areas of the state. The governorship candidate, Nsima Ekere, told the supporters of the party that his administration will focus on building a better tomorrow, filled with opportunities, unity, and hope.
Jubilant supporters file out to receive the All Progressives Congress campaign team in Ikorekpene. The governorship candidate Nsima Ekere arrives at the mini stadium, acknowledging cheers from the crowd. There was a bit of frenzy when the senatorial candidate of the party, Godswill Akpabio, made his entry. Unprecedented turnout of residents and party supporters offers more of what seems to be a local government rally. Despite the long wait into the evening, every space within the mini stadium is occupied, and this gladdens the campaign team. Community leaders, party heavyweights, candidates take turns to convince the people why the APC should be voted in the next elections.
Look at Akwa Ibom, the change in Akwa Ibom, even this stadium that you are saying in Ikorekpene is evidence of the fact that you are a good governor called Godswill Akwa Ibom. Are you not going to vote out a wicked governor from Akwa Ibom? Those who are going to join me to vote out a wicked governor, raise your hands. That is what I want to hear.
We can banish poverty. We can banish unemployment. We can make sure, okay, those of you that want to be businessmen, we can help you to start your businesses. And that the government will support you with money. That's the message.
Before Ikorekpene, the campaign train had visited Obotakara for a rally. The APC campaign team was received in Obotakara by a large and welcoming crowd. The governorship candidate promised to ensure adequate security in the area, being a border community with other states.
We will support you. We will defend you. We will protect you.
The All Progressives Congress in Akwa Ibom State believes that the large crowd will translate into votes for the party at the polls.
When the news at 10 returns, Reddington Hospital Group opens new outlets in Lekki in Lagos, promises world-class healthcare services with a 5-star accommodation. Please stay with us.